You have almost certainly made this mistake. This specific glitch is hardwired into every human brain, even the economists who named the phenomenon. Despite their expertise, they still find themselves unable to escape its pull. Think of the renovated property the owner cannot bear to sell at a loss, or the struggling business kept afloat solely because of the capital already invested. We see it in the red stock portfolio refused to be sold, and the unused subscription utilized only because the bill has already been paid. Across these scenarios, we succumb to the same delusion, allowing unchangeable past expenses to dictate and destroy our present choices. When faced with difficult decisions, our default state is to look backward. This weight represents the sunk cost. Money and time already spent are permanently gone and mathematically impossible to recover. Rational decision-making demands ignoring this past entirely. However, our instincts compel us to try and make the math work retroactively. The sunk cost trap is a chronological delusion, an attempt to change the past by punishing our future. Why is it so incredibly difficult to simply walk away from a losing hand? Psychologist Daniel Kahneman identified the biological root of this irrationality. His research into loss aversion shows that the brain treats losses far more severely than equivalent gains. To the human brain, walking away from a sunk investment feels like a deliberate choice to admit failure. The friction we experience is the genuine psychological pain triggered by the act of finalizing a loss. When we keep funding a bleeding business or holding a bad stock, the pursuit of profit has often stopped being the primary goal. We pay a premium solely to keep the failure options psychologically pending. This acts as an ongoing subscription service for the ego, bleeding capital just to delay saying the words, "I was wrong." The fallacy serves as an emotional defense mechanism disguised as financial persistence. Escaping the trap requires a total separation of the past from the future. Forward-looking maths provides the only logical path out. Consider this ledger. You've already spent $50,000 on a failing venture. The only question that matters is continuing the best use of the resources I have left. That initial $50,000 has zero impact on the future profitability of this equation. Logic demands evaluating strictly what you have to gain, acting as if you have amnesia regarding what you have already lost. Relying on willpower in the heat of a failing investment will always fail because the emotional response is hardwired. A pre-commitment solution creates a barrier against that emotional pull by defining strict exit criteria before any resources are spent. This means deciding in advance, I will sell this investment if it falls 20%. Or, I will close this business if it is not profitable by month 18. The decision must be made while you are calm, long before the sunk cost emotion exists. What are you holding on to right now because of what you've already put into it? Comment the category, not the amount.